So exercise forging saber allows us to have this end-to-end execution of this integrated sense and strike operations, being able to start from the planning all the way to the weapons dropping on the targets, which is something that we can never do anywhere else. The Mountain Home Range Complex offers us a very vast overland airspace as well as urban structures and the ability to have moving targets on the ground, which offers very challenging as well as realistic scenarios for our warfighters. This is the first time that a A330 MRTT is participating in exercise forging saber. What this gives us is increased endurance as well as range of our fighter aircraft. This allows us more operational flexibility in being able to prosecute targets at different ranges at different times of our choosing. We would like to express appreciation for the United States Air Force for allowing us to conduct exercise forging saber here in Mountain Home.
Exercise Red Flag presents an excellent opportunity for the RSF personnel to hone our operational capability and competency. Not only does the exercise serve as benchmark for us, it also provides us with a much larger training airspace for both the day and night missions. Of course, working hand in hand with our counterparts, complementing one another, is definitely an added bonus that I will appreciate working in a joint environment.
Late last March saw the close of Exercise Red Flag 19-2, which featured Mountain Home's very own 428th Fighter Squadron, the Buccaneers. As the Buccaneers pack up and head home, they reflect on their experience during the exercise.
So this is my second time participating in Red Flag. I think as with all Red Flag, it provides us a good place, opportunity for us to hone our skills as aircrew in a realistic war simulation environment. And then our day-to-day training provides us with the building block for us to progress as a competent aircrew. And then it's really in this Red Flag that is where we can demonstrate how proficient we are as an aircrew in this environment.
The Red Flag presents the Republic of Singapore Air Force an excellent opportunity for realistic training. Besides training, we are also able to learn from the other nations that's participating in the same flag. At the same time, we can also use this opportunity to benchmark our capabilities with the leading air forces in the world.
Lieutenant Colonel Zachary Manning, the 64th Aggressor Squadron Commander, gave high praise to the 428's performance during this Red Flag.
So our relationship between Singapore and the U.S., obviously we've had this relationship for quite some time. I myself was actually stationed with the 425th Fighter Squadron at Luke Air Force Base as part of the Peace Carbon 2. And so I've experienced that relationship and seen it grow and build over time. As far as the 428's performance on this, and I'll tell you that I've got a fairly vast experience. This is probably my 15th Red Flag here. So I think they're executing fantastic. Really, when you hear those guys on the radio and we do the overall playback where we look at a God's eye view of how the fight went, I think that they're executing in a very good manner. From my perspective, again, from an aggressor's perspective, very pleased with the level of performance that they're bringing to this fight.
Reporting from Nellis Air Force Base, I'm Airman Nicholas Swift.
The vast terrain and airspace of Shorewater Bay Training Area allows the RSAF and the Army to conduct highly realistic air-land integrated training with great skill and complexity within Shorewater Bay. This allows the RSAF to hone our operational competencies in delivering air power to decisively influence the land battle.
The main tasking for CH are the air projection of Army troops and also the underslung of Army assets into the area of operations. As an air mission lead, I'm required to consolidate both Army and the Air Force requirements and subsequently came out with the battle plans. The plans have to be deconflicted and executed safely to achieve mission success. The challenging terrain in exercise Wallaby 19 made the execution challenging, with aircrew managing both burnout conditions and also the darkness. So we have to fall back to our fundamentals and ensure that we can execute the mission safely.
My primary role is to ensure the airworthiness of the Chinook fleet in exercise Wallaby, assess and diagnose aircraft defects in the most efficient and effective manner to meet daily mission requirements. In comparison of exercise Wallaby to operating in home-based unit, we lose certain level of support, resources and infrastructure coupled with unfamiliarity in the new operating environment. Due to the time-sensitive nature of missions in exercise Wallaby, which requires efficient air power generation and quick aircraft turnaround, my responsibilities are to lead and ensure that my team of AFP are competent in diagnosing and rectifying.
I'm a airfield commander for RBS 70 system. As an airfield commander, I will guide my gunners to track and shoot the aircraft. The NS-man team I have, we train about close to 5 years already. In terms of coordinations, as you can see when we are setting up, we are actually very much faster. Each of us know what's our exact role.
My role here is to supply all the signal sets or accessories that they need for the exercise. There was a lack of personnel, so I just volunteered myself on both frames to have the full Wallaby experience. Because of Singapore's constraint, a lot of things in Singapore we can't really do it. But over here we managed to put to practice what we learned and are able to gain a lot of on-hand experience as well.
I serve as the detachment commander for 1 medical squadron here at frame 2 of exercise Wallaby 19. 1 medical squadron is here for the type and task level training for heli-borne medical evacuation mission. This is in contrast to the medical center setting which most of us are used to treating our patients in. We also need to train skills specific to operating in this environment, such as communicating using hand signs, always securing our equipment and not relying on tools such as our stethoscope.
I'm here to conduct airdrop missions in support of the Army Land Campaign. Training here in Access Water helps us to improve our navigation and pilot skills. But one of the important things for us as aircrew is to ensure that there's proper coordination with the Army folks, and also for us to ensure that we do proper study of the map and the terrain. We mark out all the terrain features and we study the map in detail so that we can fly safely.